Okay, in this lesson, we're going to talk about binomial times trinomial, or sometimes it's trinomial times binomial. Here we have two terms, binomial, three terms, trinomial, right? So to multiply these two expressions, what we have to do is we have to apply the distributive property. So, starting from A times C plus A times D plus A times E. So we have A times C plus A times D plus A times E, right? And now, starting from this term right here, B times C plus B times D plus B times E. So B times C plus B times D plus B times E. So A times C, that's AC. A times D, that's AD. AE, BC, BD, BE. That's how we multiply binomial by trinomial. Okay, concept check. We have A plus 1 times A plus B plus 2, right? So starting from A times A, that's A squared, plus A times B, that's plus AB, plus A times 2, that's 2A, so plus 2A. Now, starting from 1 right here, 1 times A, that's A. 1 times B, that's B. 1 times 2, that's 2, right? Okay, now look for like terms. We have A term right here, A term right here. Those two terms are only like terms, right? So that's going to be equal to A squared plus AB plus 2A plus 1A, that's going to be 3A. And we have a plus B plus 2. When we multiply binomial by trinomial, we can also use the distribution property, which means A times all of this term right here, all of this expression. So A times all of this plus 1 times all of this. So that's going to be equal to A times all of this expression, right? A times this plus 1 times all of this expression. So 1 times A plus B plus 2. Okay, so that's going to be equal to A times A squared plus A times B, AB, A times 2, that's 2A, plus 1 times A, 1 times B, 1 times 2. Okay, so we have two like terms. So that's going to be A squared plus AB plus 2A plus A, 3A, plus B plus 2, right? Okay, that's another way to multiply binomial by trinomial. Now here we have trinomial times binomial. So, same way as concept check first problem. Starting from A times D, A times E. So that's AD plus AE. Starting from B times D, B times E. B times D, that's BD. B times E, that's BE. Plus, now starting from C times D, C times E. So plus the CD plus the CE. Okay, now let's try example number 3. The question is to multiply the polynomials. We have a binomial times a trinomial, right? So all we have to do is we have to apply the distributive property. So starting from A times 2A, that's going to be 2a squared. A times minus b, that's minus ab. A times 4, that's plus 4a. Now starting from 2, 2 times 2a, that's 4a. 2 times minus b, that's minus 2b. And 2 times 4, that's 8, right? So we have AB term right here. Well, that's only one. That's only the AB term, so we don't have to worry about this. And we have two A terms actually, right? 4A, 4A. So that's going to be equal to 2A squared minus AB. 4A plus 4A, that's going to be 8A. And we have a B term minus 2B constant plus 8. Then that's it, right? Number 2. So, same way. X times x squared. That's x cubed. X times minus 2x. That's minus 2x squared. X times 3. That's 3x. Now, starting from 1. 1 times x squared. That's x squared. 1 times minus 2x. That's minus 2x. 1 times 3, that's plus 3. So like terms, we have x squared, and x term right here. So we have x cubed minus 2x squared plus 1x squared. Minus 2 plus 1, that's minus 1, right? So minus x squared. We have a 3x minus 2x. 3 minus 2, that's plus 1. So plus 1x. And we have constant 3. Checkpoint 3. The question is to multiply the polynomials. Here we have 2 terms, binomial. Here we have 3 terms, trinomial, right? Let's say we have a plus b binomial times c plus d plus e trinomial. When binomial is multiplied by trinomial, the key to expand this expression is we have to apply distributable property. So starting from a times c, that's ac. A times d, that's ad. A times e, that's ae. B times c, that's bc. Now b times d, bd. B times e, that's be. That's how we multiply them. Okay? So for number 1, let's try number 1. First, starting from x times x squared, that's x cubed. X times minus x, that's minus x squared. X times plus 1, that's plus x. Now, starting from negative 3, negative 3 times x squared, that's minus 3x squared. Negative 3 times minus x, that's plus 3x. Minus 3 times plus 1, that's minus 3. Right? So let's look for like terms. Here we only have 1x cubed, right? So x cubed. X squared, we have negative x squared minus 3x squared. So minus 1 minus 3, that's minus 4x squared, right? We have plus x plus 3x. So plus 1 plus 3, that's plus 4x. And we have one constant, minus 3, right? So minus 3. Number 2, this time we have trinomial times binomial, right? So starting from first term, 2x times 3x. That's going to be 6, x times x is squared. 2x times y, that's going to be 2xy. Now, negative minus 4y. Starting from this, negative 4y times 3x. That's minus 12. Y times x, that's xy. Minus 4 times y, that's going to be minus 4y squared. Now, from 1 times 3x plus 3x. 1 times y, that's y, right? So we have here xy term, that's the only like terms, right? So let's rewrite this expression. 6x squared. Here, 2 minus 12. 2xy minus 12xy, that's minus 10xy. And we have a minus 4y squared plus 3x plus y. Number 3, we have a trinomial times binomial, right? So starting from 2a squared times a, that's 2a cubed. 2a squared times minus b, that's minus 2a squared b. Now, starting from minus ab times a, that's minus a squared b. Minus ab times minus b, that's plus, right? Plus ab squared. Last, b squared. From b squared, we have a b squared times a. So that's a times b squared. B squared times minus b, that's minus b cubed, right? So let's look for like terms. We have minus 2a squared b minus a squared b. We have ab squared plus ab squared, right? So let's rewrite this expression. We only have a cubed, 1a cubed term, 2a3, right? 2a cubed minus 2a squared b minus 1a squared b, that's minus 3a squared b, plus ab squared, one of them each, right? So if we add those two, 2ab squared, and we have 1b cubed.